One of the things that my buyers ask me is which North Jersey suburbs have a real downtown. Some suburbs say they have a downtown, and when you pull up, it's a strip mall with a pizza joint and a laundromat. We've all seen it. Nobody wants that. People want a little bit more, a little more life, a little more nightlife, a little more action, restaurants, bars, different things in a real, true downtown experience. Today, we're gonna break down 4 incredible suburbs with amazing downtowns that you'll truly love. We have Montclair, Ridgewood, Rutherford, and a bonus, a little further south, Red Bank. Let's start with Montclair, which may be the most popular downtown in all of New Jersey. There's actually multiple downtowns, but the main hub in Montclair is on Bloomfield Ave. The vibe here is very urban and artsy, and a lot of people compare it to Brooklyn, New York. In downtown Montclair, you have theaters, you have art galleries, coffee shops, and tons of restaurants. You have Raymond's for delicious American food, you have Samba Montclair for Brazilian steakhouse, and you have Zugma Grill for a very popular Mediterranean restaurant. Check Yelp, there are literally thousands of options and they're all truly incredible. When looking at the homes in Montclair, typically you're spending over $1 million and the property taxes are around 3.3%. So the median property tax in Montclair is around $19,000. People are really paying to get into this area and into that lifestyle because it's a luxury that people really love in New Jersey. Moving on to Bergen County, we have Ridgewood, which is a very different downtown than Montclair. It's way more suburban feel. It's almost like a small village, but super cute area. Again, a lot of restaurants, and Fridays and Saturday nights, all of them are filled. There are people walking around, especially if the weather's nice, and there's a ton of things to do there. The downtown is centered on East Ridgewood Ave, and a lot of people call Ridgewood the restaurant capital of Bergen County. So let's get into some of those restaurants. First up, we have Root Steakhouse, which is one of the best steakhouses in all of Bergen County. If you're getting a ribeye, if you're getting a tomahawk, this is the place to go for really just an incredible steak. Next up, we have Sook Pastry, which is right in downtown Ridgewood. And if you want a buttery, flaky croissant, an almond croissant, or their chocolate almond croissant, they're really something special, and Sook will not disappoint. Next up, we have Latour, which is American French cuisine. And then lastly, and one of my favorite spots, is From Scratch, where it's a little Roman-inspired restaurant where they make homemade pasta. Personally, I'll go there with my girlfriend. We'll get a few different pasta dishes. We always get enough to bring some home so we can have it later or even the next day if it lasts that long. But all the pasta's made fresh in-house, and it's one of the greatest restaurants that I've been to. From a real estate perspective, Ridgewood has excellent schools, historic homes, and a real community feel. And that's why people love it, and the appreciation is always great in Ridgewood. Price point, you're looking at $900,000 to $1.7 million and even beyond that. But because of those schools and because of the downtown area, you always have appreciation on your side where your home value should keep going up because the demand is always there. Staying in Bergen County, we have Rutherford, New Jersey. The main downtown runs along Park Ave, and the entire street is lined with restaurants, coffee shops, and different places for you to go. So Rutherford has that more classic small town Main Street vibe with a lot of boutique type stores. They're more local businesses that you'll really like to support, whether it's shopping or for a restaurant. They also have the Williams Center, which is a cool spot in Rutherford where they premiere movies, they have some concerts, and they have a record shop and a coffee shop inside the venue. All right, a few spots to highlight are Songhi Napoli, which is a Neapolitan-style Italian restaurant, Sugarfish for delicious sushi, and then another Rutherford classic is Paisanos, again Italian, but this place is especially cool because on the summertime, they have a live comedy show. I think it's every Tuesday. So you can get tickets to the comedy show. Be careful because if you're in that audience, you may be a victim of the next joke. But it's a great spot to check out where the food is great and the vibe is awesome. So Rutherford, again, is very tight-knit and it's a small community feel, which is great. And there's also a very simple commute with a bus straight into New York City. I have a good friend of mine. He claims to be the mayor of Rutherford. He's not, but he would always tell me his commute was easier to New York City than mine, even though I'm closer to the city. Nobody loves Rutherford like my buddy Nick. Aside from the bus, you also have the train in Rutherford, which will take you straight to Secaucus, which is a main hub in New Jersey right before Manhattan. Compared to our other two towns, Rutherford is a little bit more affordable with houses being anywhere from $700 up into the 1.2, 1.3 range, and they could exceed that for a higher end luxury feel. The effective property tax rate in Rutherford is around 2.3%, which is pretty average for Bergen County. But keep in mind, those New Jersey property taxes are no joke. So to recap, Rutherford is great for people who want a strong community feel, a walkable downtown, and a quick commute to New York City. Number 4 on our journey It's a little further south, but I wanted to include it because there's a great downtown. It's Red Bank, New Jersey, which is actually part of Monmouth County. So Red Bank is actually a different flavor than some of the towns that we've talked about. It's closer to the Jersey Shore, and the downtown area is on Broad Street, which they actually shut down on the weekends. And you'll have all the restaurants in the area will actually have tables out in Broad Street where you can sit, and it's very lively. There's a lot of live music. They have a lot of shows. You might even catch Bruce Springsteen or Bon Jovi walking around the area. So a few spots just to mention, you have the Bistro at Red Bank, you have Char Steakhouse, and Triumph Brewing. Those are 3 awesome spots, all walkable. Hit all 3 in one night if you're feeling crazy. The vibe in downtown Red Bank is definitely a little bit more nightlife oriented compared to some of the others. So you can be out pretty late, listening to great music, having a few cocktails, and enjoying yourself. From a real estate perspective in Red Bank, you have some historical homes, some newer townhouses, and some luxury condos, and these can cost you anywhere from $700 to $1.2, $1.3 million. So people are looking at Red Bank to have a great walkable area and also have close proximity to the Jersey Shore. So let's review what we've talked about. Montclair is artsy and urban. You have Ridgewood, which is a small town charm, but a nice walkable downtown. You have Rutherford with a charming small town Main Street feel. And you have Red Bank, which is a little more lively and down by the Jersey Shore. Overall, all of these towns with the great downtowns that they have make them strong plays from a long-term real estate perspective because, again, the demand will always be there from other buyers. So if you're thinking about moving to New Jersey and you want a nice downtown area that's walkable with restaurants and coffee shops and different things to do, definitely check out the 4 towns that we mentioned in this video. Also, reach out to me if you want to discuss maybe something else that's within your budget in another area that you may be interested in New Jersey. Thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment some other towns in New Jersey with great downtowns that you love. Once again, I'm Jordan Zuber, your local New Jersey real estate expert.